Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Indianapolis. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mike, think over the years. The first couple years Purdy took over as the quarterback. Every time we'd introduce him, it'd be Mr. Irrelevant. He's on a low rookie contract. Is he the future of this 49er organization? And after this offseason, the contract they gave him, the answer is flat out yes. He is the future. They believe in him. They think him and Kyle Shanahan can take this team back to being the Super Bowl contender that prior to last year, they were in that mix year in and year out.
The 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9 yards.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
The tight end motioning left here. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one's good for 12 and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Pretty Hay on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
It is second and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on third and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Again in the air for Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8. Hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Quick throw, taken in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Colts 17-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Parity. To the goal line and in. Hendrick Ford. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. This quickly to Warren on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Third and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A run with Taylor. He'll get about 2. D. Winters there to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here's the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. On 1st and 10, Parity. That is caught. It's Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Kittle is the man in motion. On play action, here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run once more with McCaffrey. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
Kenny Moore brought it down. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So we are through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. The Niners have the early advantage. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down. A big-time play for the Niners. A gain of 57 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then
And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers.
San Francisco.
That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score Niners 21, Colts nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's taken down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
32 yards.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Now at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second and 9. RPO, that one is complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole, and he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. Taking off, he'll try, and he's in! Touchdown, Indy. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Colts get back in it. It is 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Parity. That's caught by McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Kittle is the man in motion. From the gun. It's a give to McCaffrey. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third down. Parity. Trouble on that. Caught by Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, we'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass right side to down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one's good for 29.
That's good.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the left side and taken in by down. And he will score! Touchdown! Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
14.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Open man is Robinson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6, Good conversion on third down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Throwing again is Parity. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he will get into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Colts 14.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready for this next possession.
30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. A short pass taken in by Warren.
Complete to Tyler Warren. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw again. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Groupie's kick is good. And the Colts are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the Colts' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 8. Kittle is the man in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Purdy is going to keep this one himself. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the fourth down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6-yard pickup.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. This is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up 4th down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. 3rd and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make 4th and goal that much more difficult.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
17.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense back onto the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Quick throw on this RPO, and Downs has it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 24.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Colts first down. First and goal.
What a luxury
line.
that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Colts will cut the deficit to 7.
Colts 24.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. lost her a couple of yards. Rover Stewart there for the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run here with Hill. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he takes it to the 35.
And the Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's another.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and lived to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge gain.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it, and boy, did he ever.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
38, Colts 24.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
At the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, that's Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
First down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules.
Taylor loses the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on downs. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw. Parity. Open man there. It is Bourne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing again is Purdy. taken in by Jennings. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
The 16-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Again in the air for Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Grover Stewart getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. There's that man again, another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
4th down, it's Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
3rd and goal. Purdy.
The 3rd down pass. He's brought down by right to Latu. A big loss on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Pierce. Down the left sideline. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
41. Colts 31.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Woo! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Purdy on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example to watch.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to the air again is Purdy. Pass into the hands of the fullback. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. To throw once more, it's Parity. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On third down, it's Parity. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead, but instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs, and as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Throwing again is Parity. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 21-yard line.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Parity. This is caught at 2. And the Niners going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
That's another.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And he will score again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Parity down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.